Mabuhay everyone! I'm JD Garcia, and for today's video, our group will gonna present assertive communication. Under this, we have different subtopics that we'll discuss by my group members. And before anything else, guys, please allow me to explain to you first what is assertiveness. Assertiveness is communicating and expressing your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in a way that makes your views and needs clearly understood by others without putting down their thoughts, feelings, or opinions. Assertiveness is the ability to express our thoughts and feelings openly in an honest, appropriate, respectful, and direct way. It can be hard to do, but it gets easier with practice. In assertive communication, both individuals are considered to be equally important. So in easy words, guys, being assertive means speaking up for one's rights without disrespecting anyone else's. It involves managing stress, solving problems as they arise, and staying calm no matter how the other person reacts. And also, assertive people are able to be honest about their thoughts, feelings in a respectful way. They actively listen to and are considerate of other people's perspectives. Assertive people are able to maintain control over their feelings and admit when they've made a mistake. And for the next one, passive communication, that will explain by our next reporter.
A pleasant day everyone, my name is Franz Angelique B. Palomares and my topic is all about the passive communication. The passive communication is a style in which individuals have developed a pattern of avoiding expressing their opinions or feelings, protecting their rights, and identifying and meeting their needs. And as a result, passive individuals do not respond overtly to hurtful or anger-inducing situations. For its easiest definition, the passive communication is when you typically avoid communicating your own opinion and feelings in a conversation and allow the other person to make decisions for you. The passive communication is also a style in which you avoid directly saying what you think or want, and that often involves uncomfortable body languages. The passive communicators hesitate. They might be quiet, self-dismissing, or put themselves down, and the examples of the body languages that might include are covering their mouth, looking down, avoiding eye contact, cross arms, and placing their hand over their mouth to cover. And because of that, many people have experiencing social anxiety, low self-esteem, and poor confidence that lead to a passive communication style. This can cause a cycle in which passive communication leads to your needs going unmet, which makes you feel more anxious and then makes you even more passive. Here are the 4 examples of a passive communication. The first one is I'm unable to stand up for my rights. The second one is I don't know what my rights are. The third one is I get stepped on by everyone. And lastly, people never consider my feelings. And that will be all. I hope that you gain knowledge from my discussion about the passive communication.
So the next is we are going to talk about aggressive communication. What is aggressive communication? Aggressive communication is a style which individuals express their feelings, opinions, and advocate for their needs in a ways that violates the rights of others. Aggressive communicators are verbally and physically abusive. Aggressive communicators will often dominate others, use humiliation to control others, speak in a loud and demanding voice, and act threateningly and rudely. Aggressive communication usually involves manipulation. It is a use of language to obtain personal benefits, and it is a form of expression of violence through verbal language. This style of communication is used to send clear messages to receiver without receiving any type of reply or objection about the expression or messages. People who use aggressive communication usually isolate themselves from others because aggressive people often struggle to take their responsibility for their actions and making it difficult to learn about the situation. Examples of aggressive communication. This is all your fault. Do what I say. I don't care what you have to say. You never do anything right. I don't agree with you, so I don't have to listen to your opinion. These are the most common examples of aggressive communication. Aggressive communication happens when they have something to be insecure about by producing fear and hatred in others. Aggressive communication is not a bad attitude. It only happens when they are feeling taken advantage of. It can be selfish sometimes, but if you use aggressive communication in a proper way, it can help you to build a strong and intense image to protect yourself from others.
Good morning, everyone. I am Josnel de los Santos, and I will discuss what is assertive communication. So, what is assertive communication? Assertive communication is an ability to express positive and negative ideas, thoughts, and feelings in open, honest, and direct way. It is a healthy and respectful way of communicating to understand each other and find solutions that are flexible and desirable for all involved. This type of communication could enhance relationships to other people and to know where people should stand. It is a healthy and respectful way of communicating because it is an open communication linked while not being overbearing. Assertive communication can strengthen your relationships by reducing stress from conflict and providing you with social support. In addition to that, assertive individuals are self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. They don't worry too much, but this is different from apathy. They aim for goals and want successful results, but they typically won't let nervousness color the path to their accomplishments. Next slide, please. There are 4 rules of assertiveness, and these are the situation, the feeling, the explanation, and the request. First is the situation. The situation is the antecedent. When you refer to the precipitating event, think of it as verbally holding up a mirror to the other person, so he or she can see his or her reflection. In order to do this, you need to be specific. If it is something that the other person has done, you need to describe the behavior exactly. If it is something that the other person has said, you need to quote it as precisely as possible. It is like saying, "Here's what happened." Then you will address what had happened. Like, for example, "Here's what happened. You asked me to go with you in Puerto Princesa, right?" Next is the feeling. This will want to say how you feel to the situation. This is the most important part of the rules. This is the part that will encourage the listener to hear what you are saying. When it comes to expressing what you are feeling, you only have 6 choices. You can be happy, sad, angry, scared, hurt, or ashamed. Anything else is a combination of feeling or combination of thoughts and feelings. In order to be clear, it is best to choose one of the 6. Otherwise, it becomes confusing for the listener. Although you may have more than one feeling, choose the one that is most important to you. And you will address what you are feeling, like, For example, you will say that, I feel scared. Next is the explanation. The explanation is the bridge or connection between the event and your feeling. It is the thought that led to the feeling. What was your thought that led to feeling scared about going to Puerto Princesa? By way of explanation, it is necessary to tell the whole truth of your thought and not just a portion of it. Explanation is the part that most people find difficult because they do not make the entire explanation. In this situation, you should state what is your explanation. You can start by the word because. Like for example, because there are projects that need to be done within a week, and we should pass it on time. Lastly is the request. At this point, the listener understands what you are feeling and why. So, you need to make the request in the affirmative way. Say what do you want rather than what you do not want. It's like bargaining. For example, you will say that, we can reschedule it if you want to. It's fine with me. What do you think? Next slide, please. So these are the keys to assertive communication. Number 1, be aware of your body language. Number 2, make direct eye contact, but soften your eyes so you're not challenging. Number 3, speak clearly and calmly. Number 4, keep your tone of voice even and normal while also being sure not to raise the volume of your voice. Number 5, keep your physical stance open and cross arms and legs. Number 6, use I statements to address the issue so that the focus is in your need. Like, I can't meet that deadline, but I would like to help you to reach your goal. Number 7, be specific and direct in making your point, such as, I will need more hours to finish that task. Can you approve this? Number 8, make your request direct instead of non-direct, such as, will you please have that finished by today? Instead of, do you think it will be done by today? Lastly, number 9, sum up the main point and your agreement. This will help everyone to clear about the plan and the expected outcome. And it means standing up for yourself even in the most difficult situations. Being assertive does not mean dominating or dismissing others in order to get what you want. That would be all for my part. Have a great day. The next reporter would be Miss Dianopra.
Good day, everyone. I'm Ninya Jane B. Dianopra, and the topic that assigned to me is the importance of assertive communication. Assertiveness in communication is extremely important and beneficial for all people or parties involved in the communication. When a person is being assertive, it increases the chances of being understood, valued, and respected. Assertive can make people feel overwhelmed in a communication that leads to a better understanding, which also well appreciated by the people involved who knows how to respect others. The most important part of assertive communication is the voice tone, eye contact, and body posture. It is important to be attentive on how you deliver your words while talking to someone. Either you minimize or maximize your voice depending on the situation. Eye contact must do so that the person you're talking to could know that you are really focused on what she or he talking about. When you apply it on communicating with other people, it is easier for the person to determine that you are listening or appreciating their words. Body posture is also a body language, which is nonverbal that used to communicate the feelings and intention of a person. It allows to shows the expression as well. Why do we need to do it? Because, number one, it makes the relationship healthier and stronger between the people communicating. Number two, it may also increase the sense of power to control in life and emotion as well. Number three, helping to understand own thoughts, feelings, and goals of each other. Number four, decrease risk in confusion, confrontation, and conflicts. And lastly, number five, improve self-worth and confidence. There will be a positive chance of having a best outcome from the situation when people use assertive communication. That's all.
Good day to all of you. I'm Julius Ezekiel Arlazo, and today I'm going to discuss the benefits of being assertive in communicating with other people. Having strong communication skills can positively impact every area of your life. However, learning assertive communication can be challenging, especially if you struggle to speak up or lack strong self-esteem. By adept use of the assertive communication skills, you will be able to raise your voice without being aggressive. Such a form of communication is quite useful in reducing stress, drama, and conflicts. Here are some benefits you may expect as you work toward more assertive communication. Number one is self-confidence and self-esteem. Being assertive will help you build your confidence and self-esteem. As you speak in a direct manner, you will begin to see how strong and knowledgeable you are. You do know what you are talking about, and you can stand strong and get your point across. Communicating in an assertive way boosts your confidence level and makes you a more stress-free person with high self-esteem because you are assured or optimistic about what you are saying. The next one is better communication. Your assertive behavior is great for both parties. If you communicate wisely, you can get what you want out of any interaction and give the other person satisfied too. Of course, if you are communicating in an assertive way and your self-confidence and self-esteem are high already or boost already, you have better communication with other people. The next one is decision-making skills. If you struggle with making decisions, you may find that assertive communication skills will help you with that. Being able to make decisions confidently will help you as you work towards your goals. Whether you are working on mental health issues, addiction, or some other challenge, having the ability to make decisions will help you make progress towards your goals. The next benefit is it improves relationships. Communication in relationships is essential. Often, when disagreements occur, it has to do with a lack of clear communication. As you develop assertive communication skills, you will be able to speak up what you are feeling or what you need. In every relationship, whether personal or professional, having the ability to speak up is essential. For example, in a couple relationship, assertive behavior allows them to grow and become closer because it helps them express their needs productively and proactively. Assertiveness is ultimately built on a foundation of respect, both for your partner and for yourself. By being assertive in a relationship, you show your partner that you care about their needs as much as your own. The last one is you gain more trust. Trust is important in personal and business relationships, and being assertive helps you get there naturally. Passive communication often results in others not taking you seriously, while aggressive behavior tends to lead to feelings of resentment. Being trustworthy in your communication fosters a strong bond, and it makes you trustworthy to others as you respect others' feelings or beliefs. Having the ability to communicate assertively will help you in many different areas of your life. Working on communication skills can look different for everyone. Working on assertive communication may help you recognize your feelings, enhance your decision-making skills, and improve your relationships with others.